Hello, hello. This is the My Heart Effect episode number 3419. Today's date is 18th of May 2025. It's been almost like a morning at, not morning, it's midnight at 12:17 a.m. All right. Okay, we directly jump into the question. Let's go. How do you define happiness? Okay, that's a really deep question. How do I define happiness? Okay. Well, first of all, is that na ki I think that ki I'm not gonna tell you the kind of like I'm gonna tell you regarding about like how I get happiness. Okay, yeah, probably. Okay, yeah. I am not gonna tell you regarding about the universal definition of happiness because I don't really think that ki I am that capable person to tell you that ki this is nah. Okay, so where do I start? Okay, what is actually happiness? Well, for me, happiness is kind of like a something, a feeling of yeah, it's a feeling. Yes, it's happy. It's a feeling. Yes, but how do I supposed to describe this? There are some certain thing actually happen in my life, and I wanted to talk. I don't know, is it kind of like a something, but it bring little bit of happiness inside of me. Okay, yeah. So when I was basically maybe 7 8 year ago, probably, yeah, I was kind of like doing a job in Nagpur city. Okay, yeah, I I am kind of like a one person. Okay, yeah, and I wanted to talk that person. Okay, yeah, I really love that person and I wanted to talk. Okay, yeah, I sent some sort of message, hi, hello to WhatsApp. At some time she reply, at some time she didn't reply. Okay, most of the time she reply with okay and kind of like a something very um end conversation, kind of like that. Like if I'm gonna say hi, how are you, she says okay, and then I feel like that ki she didn't really move to talk, so I didn't really bother that much, and then yeah, whatever. So and also is this thing na ki I'm not really good with the text thing. Okay, yeah, like I can usually talk. Okay, yeah, but texting is not my thing. Whatever. So in one random day, okay, yeah, um, okay, yeah. So let me tell you the previous. Okay, yeah, what exactly happened? So usually this girl that I really like, that girl, she didn't really kind of like a text me. Okay, yeah, like a if I text her, okay, then she reply. Okay, she never really initiate the chat. She never really did anything at all. Like she never really kind of like say that how are you, वगैरह वगैरह, nothing really at all. Okay, so uh, like yeah, okay. And I think that now this is kind of like a simply female stigma, might be, I'm not really sure that ki like usually na women or girls are kind of like they don't really initiate the chat or initiate the talking and stuff like that, as a boy should supposed to be initiate that, and I aware of those things. So that's why I'm kind of like a trying to talk to her and something like that, whatever. But there is a one day which is like a really incredible day, I'm not really sure, but that day I am not really forget. Okay, yeah, so I wake up at morning at like little late, maybe 9 a.m, 9:30 a.m, I don't know, yeah. And I wake up and I kind of like simply open my phone and I see good morning message from her. Okay, yeah. And when I get that good morning message, I just like, what the fuck was that? Like this is like basically is this thing na, she is sending me good morning message from her, like 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 this is like a really extreme na, dude. It's a, like you think that I'm really pathetic, but like somewhat na, you just have to understand at that time my age was almost like a 21 22 maybe. Okay, yeah, I was like a really very like excited, like basically I was at kind of like a peak of hormones. Okay, yeah, and I was always thinking about romantic and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, right now I'm not really that, but at that time I was really thinking about that stuff. Okay, yeah. And when she texted me, uh, good morning message. I was like, dude, without any reason, huh? Like basically. And as also, I never really sent any good morning message previously, nothing really at all. Like basically, whenever she online, I kind of like somebody find some sort of way to kind of like somebody chat, but it doesn't really like as I mentioned, I'm not really good with the chat, so yeah. And good morning message, like nothing really at all. It's like that na ki I never really text her like a good morning message, nothing really at all. But she texted me a good morning message, and like basically you think that na it's really nothing, but the value of this good morning message is like, dude, okay, yeah, you are getting text from the girl that you like in good morning. It was like, yeah. And also one thing. Okay, yeah, there is a emoji after that. Okay, so the emoji is a kind of like a something is this thing that keep the smiley face with a kissing smile, no? Like basically the someone is trying to kiss, so basically whatever that emoji, something like that, so that emoji, good morning. And this, I was like, what the fuck is that? Okay, yeah. I don't know. Like basically, I was at that morning. I was like a blushing. I don't know what exactly is this thing, but this is kind of like a something happiness probably. But I, what this is like, I just fuck it. I don't know how do I supposed to, like, I never really expect this thing, and I never really send any kind of like a something like a emoji or kind of like a love emoji. Nothing really at all. Na like, yeah, like basically this girl is kind of like a somebody out of my league. Okay, yeah. So probably is this thing I was kind of like a somebody try to approach as a friend first. Okay, yeah. Girlfriend might be kind of like a something okay. But it's just like that now from her point of perspective, like I don't know from she says me good morning message with this kisses smile. I was like kisses emoji. I was like, fuck. Okay, yeah. Then I reply good morning with same emoji. Okay, yeah. And then she says utlas ka, and is like, yeah. Okay, yes. And I said that ki you made my day, something like basically like I don't know, like I basically just like that na ki at that time na there is a there is a one word which is actually very famous at that time, saklonda. Okay, yeah, saklonda means like that ki like a like a basically like if the girl is kind of like a saying really lovey-dovey message, you shouldn't supposed to be kind of like a meltdown. No, you have to be strict, and you just kind of like a something that key you just have to reply with, I don't know, yeah, it was like suck loan or something like that. So at that time I just say good morning, and I just say how are you. She says fine. I say thank you and said I have to go to the office. Also, I'm hurry. She says, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And then I don't know. Okay, that day was like I don't know. I was smiling entire day. I don't know what exactly happened or nothing. It that day I think that na, this is kind of like a simply happiness probably. Yeah, it was that. I don't know. I just like while I was kind of like in the office, I was kind of like doing my design, and I was like smiling. Like one of my office mates says that, Ki, why are you smiling? Like I was kind of like putting my hand into mouth and says, no, I'm not smiling. Nothing really happened. I don't know why, but I'm smiling. I still smiling. Like basically, I'm kind of like realizing that moment. Yeah, I am like, dude. It's like so. This is somewhat happiness. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. Also, there is some certain people I wanted to talk about. Okay, yeah. My friend. Okay, my early 20s now, it is like really amazing. Yeah, like basically I have a lot of friend. Okay, yeah, but especially is this thing now, I have some sort of friend which is kind of like a something I have friendship for almost like last 15 year. Okay, yeah, 15 year we've been friends. Okay, yeah. And at early 20s now, we are kind of like a something our friendship are at peak. Yeah, because we are kind of like a celebrating everything. Okay, yeah. And we are kind of like a celebrating something that nothing really at all. Like basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing na ki we used to play football together. Okay, then we started playing cricket together. Okay, yeah, then carom. Okay, basically is this thing now, we spending so much time, and most of the people in my group are kind of like assembly boys. Okay, yeah, and like when I spent time with those people now, it felt really good. It felt something that ki I'm being really alive. And I think that na ki I am being really lucky to have those people in my life. Okay, yeah. Why I'm saying this thing is because of that na ki I think that ki I am really lucky to I have a friend. What do you mean that you are lucky? Like everyone has a friend. No, yeah, like basically yes, everyone has a friend, but everyone not has a friend. Yeah, like basically is this thing na ki if your friendship is last long more than 6 year, then probably this is might be your friendship. But like basically is this thing na ki like at the age of 31, my age is right now 31. Okay, yeah, and I seen life is shifted from one phase to another phase. I realize the people around me. Okay, yeah, some people are kind of like a stay together. I felt that those people are kind of like a something that's that key, like the bond between us will not gonna break for rest of the lifetime and something like that. But soon as office or soon as college over, everything is fade away. Okay, yeah, it's like that na ki like after you college, friendship fade away. After the school, friendship fade away. This is what it is. Then why those people are like a stick with me till now is because of we are not connected by the school or college, nothing really at all. Okay, yeah, we are connected by the kind of like a something we are playing together, and also is this thing we are very close by. Okay, means like that ki each and everyone are kind of like a living very close to each other. Okay, yeah. So this is what kind of like some reason. But another reason is that ki the memories that we created. Okay, literally just think that na ki in my early 20s I spent a lot of time with those people. Okay, yeah, we went there, we took photos. It's like basically if I'm try to like sum up all the photos now, we have almost like a more than 50 to 60,000 photos. 50 to 60,000 photos, literally, yeah. And basically is this thing na ki whenever we go, like basically once or twice in a week we have to go somewhere. Like basically we have to go to trip at a like a dam or any kind of like assembly place which is kind of like assembly look cool or something like that. We all boys are goes to that. Okay, yeah. Then after that girlfriends are came over. Like some of the people are kind of like have their girlfriend, and those people are kind of like include their girlfriend in our group is become expanded. Okay, yeah, since the group is expanded, the time that we spent, the time is became really amazing, really great. We felt really good. It's like that, really amazing. We usually study together. Yeah, like at the evening after the college, we kind of like simply gather at one place and we study together. Okay, yeah, yes, we do study. Okay, and yes, we do kind of like a time pass too. But it's kind of like a something that be really mature way. Like when we are kind of like a try to do study, we have to do study. When we are try to do time pass, we have to do time pass. Okay, yeah, and basically is this in na ki like how do I supposed to say, like it's how do I supposed to try to compare. Okay, I don't know, like right now in 2025 the friendship, the meaning of friendship are very different. Okay, yeah, means like that na ki like right now the friendship are kind of like somebody start from social media and college and stuff like that, college and school and something like that. Okay, yeah, when the college over, school over, everything fades away. Okay, yeah. Also another thing na ki if the people are gather, if the friends are gather, they kind of like a talk, they kind of like a take a selfie, upload those selfie on Instagram or social media platform, they tag each other, something like that, and then after that they just disappear for a year. Yeah. But like when we gather, like when we all people, like when me and my friend are gather, we don't really have any social media. Like basically I am actually using some sort of social media, but like most of people don't really have any social media. Like a couple of my friend doesn't really have any kind of like some social media. Okay, yeah. And we don't really even follow each other, like nothing really at all na. Like it's kind of like something, this thing na ki like I think that na my friendship is very pure. Is like that ki it's not that something that always right. Like we fight a lot. Literally we fight a lot. Like basically like like when we try to play cricket, okay, or football or anything at all na, we are just yelling at each other like what the fuck. Like basically if you're trying to do the over, and basically if someone had a six, like like सब लोग गालियां देते, बहन चो तेरे को ओवर डालना नहीं आता, तेरे को वो सामने वाला छक्का मार रहा है तेरे बॉल पे, जस्ट लाइक सो मच फकिंग थिंग हैपेंड. ओके, या. So it's just like that now when I spend time with those people na, it was like a really amazing things. It felt really good. Okay, yeah. And it is kind of like a somewhat something like a little bit of happiness, because in my early 20s I am really very happy person spending time. Okay, yeah. This is what kind of like a something happiness. Okay, yeah. Like the friends are kind of like a something, this is happiness at this moment. Like basically I'm 31, most of the friends are almost like a same age. Okay, yeah. Some of the people are getting married, most of people are married, some of the people have kids and something like that, we have all those responsibility and something like that. So we didn't really kind of like a meet every single day, nothing like at all. And as also we realized that like there is some sort of personality shift happened, because like at the early 20s we are just a kid, we are just random kid, and we are just trying to do as fun as possible as we can. But right now it's something that key, we have to figure it out, we have to find out if we wanted to spend time with those our friend. It is also really essential that key, do we have a time or something like some sort of stuff like that. Okay, yeah. And this is kind of like a summary life. Okay, yeah. It doesn't mean that our like a life, like our friendship is fade away, nothing really at all. We have a group, okay, WhatsApp group, we talk every single day. Okay, yeah. And like a good morning or anything, like a somewhere beaching, or kind of like a putting some sort of old photos in the group and things like that. Like basically that WhatsApp group is kind of like somebody alive. Okay, yeah. And that WhatsApp group is actually from 2015. Okay, so it was really amazing thing, dude, really great. Okay, yeah. So I think that na ki in my life, friend is a kind of like a something people who are kind of like a bring happiness, like a even like a still right now, even if I have some sort of time to spend with those people, it kind of like a bring little bit of happiness inside of me. So yes, the happiness, yes, the people. Okay, yeah. Then another happiness like I get from happiness is from my work. Okay, yeah. Like basically as I mentioned, I'm 31. Okay, yeah. And I am like basically I went through a lot of health situation regarding about job, regarding about like basically is this thing na ki like the at the age of 18 or 17, I don't know, I wanted to be a filmmaker. Like why? Because at that time I just kind of like something so much curious regarding about how does film work and things and something like that. Like I usually went to the YouTube, and like I don't at that time I don't have YouTube, I went to the net cafe and kind of like a download some sort of video regarding about making of the movie. Okay, yeah. And I download those video from the YouTube. Okay, yeah. And watch those in at my home. Okay, so basically this thing, watching that making of video, how does like this happened, this happened, this happened, it kind of like a something like it felt really good to me. It felt that okay, I wanted to be kind of like a something, that person who kind of like a giving the direction that what should be supposed to do or what not should supposed to do. Okay, yeah. And not just a making, like while I was watching the movie I realized that some sort of flaws, some sort of things. Okay, yeah. And that's why I'm kind of like a really interested regarding about the filmmaking. Okay, yeah. And I kind of like a wrote the my film too. Okay, yeah. And I wanted to kind of like a, be a filmmaker, go to the Bombay. Okay, yeah. Bombay means Mumbai. But unfortunately is this thing na ki I am belong to the conservative family, and trying to achieve something really like a bigger thing like a filmmaker or something like that is not kind of like a something should supposed to be a career. Means like that my parents are don't really think that ki being a filmmaker is kind of like a something career. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing na ki yes, I wanted to be a filmmaker, but it's just like that na ki because of everyone is kind of like somebody giving me advice that ki if you went to the Goa, then sorry, if you went to the Bombay, then if you fail or something like that, then what would you do? Okay, yeah, it is really essential that you have to be do a backup. Like basically they didn't really kind of like somebody stop me for not to go to Bombay. No, they kind of like somebody tell me that ki just get the experience, get a job or shift the job into the Bombay, and simultaneously while doing a job you have to do your filmmaking stuff. Okay, and at that time this plan was kind of like a something really good, like I thought that it's really great. So yeah, so that's why I kind of like started doing a job. Okay, yeah. But while I was doing a job I realized that ki I was kind of like doing a job for almost like a 8, 10, 12 hours per day, and I don't really have that much energy to understand about the filmmaking and something like that. And in the job I was kind of like simply dying every single day because it's like that na ki I'm not really good at that, and I'm not really kind of like somebody that person to, it's nothing really at all. I just feel like that I don't want to do a job every single day, but still I was kind of like a try to do a job. Okay, yeah, since 2016 to 2020 I was kind of like doing a job, and I really fuck, like it's like that job is really fucking with me. Okay, yeah. COVID happened, I came home, I decided that I wanted to do a kind of like a something YouTuber. Okay, yeah. Why not filmmaker? Is also kind of like a simply reason is that ki if I wanted to go to the Bombay, I really required at least 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees per year. And at that time, I don't really have that money, and I don't want to ask that money to my father. And so I decided that YouTube is the only way that I could kind of like express my creativity, and as well as I will get some sort of money in this particular process, and then I will kind of like started doing my filmmaking journey. So like this is what I kind of like a some plan I decided, and since then means like that 2020, so 2021, I kind of like a somebody being a YouTuber and kind of like a do the YouTube. Okay, yeah. Today's date is a 2025. It's been almost like a 4 and 5 year. Yeah, I'm doing YouTube, and I'm not really earning any money or something like that. Okay, yeah, but I am kind of like a trying to create like a basically in this 5 year of YouTube journey I realize what is actually YouTube and how to make videos on the YouTube platform. Okay, yeah, it's not just kind of like a sorry make the video and upload the video on YouTube. No, nothing at all. It is lot of thing like basically you just have to understand yourself, your content, or as also is that ki can you make your content for longer time. Means like that ki it's a very long game. YouTube is not for kind of like a somebody you make the video, upload the video, and you think that the video that you make is really good, it went viral. Nothing really at all. It doesn't happen that way. Okay, yeah, like basically you just have to put the effort, and I means a lot of effort. Okay, yeah, then like basically if you put that much effort and everything, and as also your content should supposed to be unique too. It's not that kind of like something is this thing everyone is kind of like doing the same thing, so I was have to do that thing. Like at somewhat something it might gonna work, but probably it's not. Okay, yeah, your craft in the end, your craft is really essential, and it is really like you have to believe in that particular thing, because you're gonna fail multiple times. I fail multiple times. Okay, yeah, regarding about choosing the genre, filmmaking, gaming, and something like that. Last year I decided that ki Photoshop, graphic designing is kind of like some stuff that I could execute on the YouTube platform. I love doing this thing like a photography, graphic designing, creating design, something like that. Okay, yeah, it's also unique, and when I do that thing, I feel really good. I feel something that ki I am kind of like somebody valuable. I'm creating kind of like a something which is kind of like somebody valuable to the society and something like that. So I think it kind of like add a little bit of happiness inside of me, that I'm kind of like a feel little bit of something like that ki good. Okay, yeah. There is also one thing that I wanted to talk. Okay, yeah, financial happiness. Okay, yeah. While I was doing a job, I was actually earning some sort of amount of money. Okay, yeah. and when I have that particular amount of money, I feel little bit of good. I feel that yes, okay, even if my job is really fucking with me, but still I am good. Okay, I am kind of like earning money, and when that paycheck comes to my bank account, or when the salary get credited in my bank account, it felt really good. It felt something really happiness. As I mentioned, since 5 year I'm doing YouTube, I'm not really earning any money. So this financial happiness, I didn't really get it. Okay, yeah, but I still believe that one day I will definitely gonna get it. Is because of the belief that I'm gonna do something really better in my life. That belief is actually giving me a little bit of happiness, and I'm kind of like a somebody thinking that okay, the path that I chose is right for me, and I will definitely gonna succeed. So yes, okay. So yeah, these are kind of like a something situation or scenario that make me a little bit of happiness, okay, inside of me. Okay, yeah. As well as there is also another thing that kind of like a bring me a little bit of happiness. That is this, the artifact episode. Okay, the things that you are actually hearing is called artifact episode. It's a kind of like a some self talk. Okay, yeah. I started recording this thing since 2015. Every single day I record. Okay, yeah. In this, it's a kind of like a something, the audio, it's a diary. Okay, like basically the people who wrote the diary every single day. This is what exactly is it. Okay, but difference is that key, instead of writing, I'm record. Okay, yeah. So when I record the artifact, I feel really good. I feel that kind of like something I am try to express my thoughts and feeling. Okay, like right now there is no one is actually listening this thing, but it's kind of like something when I record this thing, I am try to connect to myself. Okay, yeah, and it is kind of like somebody feel really good, because like there is a one person that you haven't really met in your entire life, is that is you. Okay, yeah. This self talk is kind of like a thing that you could connect with yourself, and it felt really good. Okay, yeah. I don't know is it happiness or not, but it it felt good. It felt something that satisfied. Okay, yeah. And I don't know, am I kind of like a something satisfied means happiness, I'm not really sure is it this thing, but it felt good. Okay, yeah. But I wanted to include this thing, like I consider this thing that it kind of like a something also gives me a little bit of happiness in somewhat somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, it gives me freedom to express myself, and that feels really good. So yes. So regarding about the definition of happiness, I don't know. Okay, I am not that kind of like a somebody person to kind of like a giving you the definition of happiness. Nothing like at all. I'm just kind of like a somebody. This is my life, and this is kind of like a some situation scenario in my life or people around me that gives me happiness. In the future, I will gonna get happiness from my work, career, people around me, and something like that. Also, another thing I realized that happiness is kind of like something depends on you. Okay, yeah. Like basically, if you are kind of like a letting other people to be let you happy, then it is not gonna good. Means like that some people are kind of like somebody wants to be a serious. Okay, they don't want to be happiness like a nothing really at all. Like my father is really happy person, dude. But I found there is some sort of person, they are kind of like a somebody always find some sort of problems, and I don't know. Yeah, it's like basically the people, like I seen some sort of people, they don't want to be happy. I don't know why, but yeah, they don't want to be happiness. Okay, yeah. And I'm not really sure why. Maybe they are kind of like something thinking that being happiness means like that vulnerable or something like that. But I don't know. When I'm being really happy or settled or kind of like something like that, I feel really good, strong inside of me. I yeah. Okay, yeah. It kind of like a somebody giving me some sort of kind of like a something the reward. Because let me tell you one thing now, what is exactly the matter to you? Money? Yeah, it's money is really matter, but in the end that money is a kind of like a something the stuff that we are created for the living the life. Okay, yeah. What is actually the stuff it is actually matter to you is happiness. Okay, yeah. In the end, why we are doing this thing, why we are trying to do get a job, get a this, why we are doing study, why we are kind of like a struggling to get kind of like something little bit of happiness, okay, yeah, in our life. And in the end we have to kind of like a something get that happiness, and it is really essential for that thing. So yeah, this is kind of like a something, how do I define the happiness, probably from my point of perspective. It's not universal definition. All right, yeah. All right, this is it. I should supposed to be end here, and thank you.